Hello, my name is Amber. Ty is here, but I'm wearing the headset, so if he wants to yell hello, we can.
Hello.
I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear that, but anyway, he said hi. So we're going to do something a little bit fun. Well, for us, I don't know if you'll enjoy it. You may not entirely. We're going to do ICC. Now, clearly, we are not at the right level for this. Everyone. We're 100. We're both capped to 100, like raid ready. But we do this weekly. We have certain raids that we do every week. I have called dibs on Invincible, simply because it's badass and I'm a DK. He has called dibs on... which one is it? Alice Razor. Type it. Big ol' Phoenix Mount. He called dibs on that one, because he's all flamey. That one. Anyway, so we decided just for grins and giggles that we'd go ahead and record us doing ICC. Now, I don't know who all have done this at level. This is actually the content that I began playing in. He started back in Vanilla. I didn't start until Wrath, about middle of Wrath, actually. I remember everybody in his guild had invited other people to join in the raid, but I wasn't allowed to go because I wasn't the right level, which makes sense, but even after I ground my ass off to get up there as fast as, that's random, as possible, they still wouldn't let me go. I got to do it, I think, twice or 3 times. But anywho, where are you, love?
I'll be right there.
Okay, so I'm just going to kill all this stuff for us. Anyway, so now we do it, and it's enjoyable. We pretty much just use it as vendor fodder as far as the gold goes. The raids that we do each week for the transmog and the random pets and mounts that drop, we get around 3k doing, and it's fun. I mean, we just recently did the Firelands, that's why my gear is the way it is. So, yeah, I had been going all dark colors. I like the cloak that the starter one has, the starter DKs. And then I had a sickle, or scythe, whichever you want to call it, that I was using for my weapon. But I recently swapped. I decided to go a little bit more bright with her. Now, I know that I'm just spamming like one attack, but honestly, it's not needed to do much more. If we die on this stuff, then there is something severely wrong. We hadn't done Firelands, like, at all, because during the time that it was out, we were going between guilds. I had my own, but it was just a bank guild that I had. And the guild that we went with, they already had their first rotation. We were doing good with the DPS and all that, but they already had a mage and DK that were going, so they didn't want to have to really fight with the loot, which made sense, but sucked at the same time. We could have pugged it, but if anyone's pugged a raid, you understand the complete fuckery of that. Oh, hi, big guy. How you doing? What's up? Yep. You towel. Did you know?
Slapping his ankles.
That's all I do is slap people's ankles, or I get, like, sat on by giant things. So, it's pretty much this one is just for fun now. It's not something you have to work for. I love that boss, though. Back in the day, you had to avoid the different things you did. You had to make sure that if you were on a spike, that you were quickly got an offset spike, or you would die, as I did often. The fire was something you actually had to worry about. Now I just kind of block it because it's habit. But I can stand it without, like, taking too much.
Yeah, I'm on a spike.
Really? You're on a spike? Does it do... Oh, here. Let's save him. Let's save him from the spike.
Up.
We've already gotten all the achievements in here, so there's not really anything left to try to get. So I'm not worried about, like, speed or anything like that. Not Steve, speed.
Oh, Steve.
Anyway, so we'll try to explain certain fights just for those people who really haven't done it or trying to do it at level, because very soon you'll have the option to go back in and do these at level, sort of. It's called time walking, I think is what I read. And what it is that you can go in at level 100 and they will actually scale you to the level that's appropriate, but the gear that you get will be all the same gear you could have gotten at level, but when you leave, it will be level 100 version, which I think is absolutely fantastic. So I'm looking forward to it. So for those of you who have not done it, ICC, because you started after, you like that whole boost to 90 and don't have to do anything if you got the Warlords of Draenor Collector's Edition. Or actually, I think the regular did that too, honestly. and you just seriously haven't done this stuff, it'll give you kind of a... Oh, he's hitting me. I thought that was you. I don't know why. I don't know. I thought that was you. I wasn't paying attention. Shut up. But this way you'll look kind of fancy pants. You'll be like, yeah. Okay. So we have a set design for what we do with these because there is only 2 of us. Some of them have a mechanic that's easier to do it. You're standing in black goo. Are you aware of that or do you not care? So this one, Ty, goes and pokes her in the knees. And I stay back here and I kill the ads. What ends up actually happening is I run up here and I hit her too, and then when the ads happen, I go and attack them. Mainly because I want to do stuff. I don't want to just stand there and wait for ads. I wish she was, like, stunnable. I love my asphyxiate. It's so fun. I get to pretend to be Darth Vader. Yeah, those guys. Hi. What's funny is the first time we did this 2-manning, I don't know why we hadn't tried before that, because it's just we have been able to for a while. We got to loot ship. I don't know why I took that. And, flippin' Ty, his one job is just to go and shoot rockets at the other ship, and I'm going to take care of the stuff on the boat itself. And right as it starts, he's like, so I died. And I was like, what? Because he was still showing us alive. He had just kind of walked off the side of the ship, just... According to him, he was trying to get a closer look at her so he could kill her quicker. And he just kind of stepped funny, I guess. But yeah, so he straight died the first couple seconds of it. Where is the pack? Oh, that's right. Okay, elevator. When you're on the elevator, jump. That way you're actually on the elevator. If anybody has experienced the jellybaiter, you'll know what I'm talking about. You need to do what?
I need to do this one on my hunter.
Oh, you need this one on your hunter. I wasn't paying attention because we had all that other green. I don't know if you're capable on the video that you're going to be watching of reading Guild, but in light green you'll see what he's saying come up on there. I need to eventually get something that'll work to put 2 headsets on it. I have a splicer just for my regular headset, but it's rubbish if you want to actually hear anybody talking on it. Okay, so you'll basically be able to see the direction you need to go in all this. As you notice, when we got up the elevator, we went to the right. If you go to the left, it won't work. So just go to the right. Now, I told him he can't blink because he and I, we are high enough level, we don't have to worry about any of this stuff hurting us. So I would just run through and I would seriously just do Howling Blast on everything. So it was dying before you could get to it, which if you're in this thing, it's really boring because you're just running and not doing anything otherwise. But so he started blinking, that way he could get to stuff and kill it before I could kill it myself. But I told him not to blink, that way you can actually see us go through it together. If I sound kind of like sniffly, I'm sorry. I'm trying not to get a cold, which means I probably already have the cold and I'm just in denial. Poor dragon. I feel kind of bad for it. I don't think it deserved all that. Now, if you do decide to do ICC and you're at level 100 and you're doing the 80 version, be careful whenever you get to the Lich King, because you have to do it slow enough. If you do it too fast, it'll glitch him. They didn't want people...
Kill you.
Yeah, it'll kill you, which is really embarrassing if you get killed 20 levels up. Okay, so if you do come here and you're at level, go back to this little gobby here, and he's going to give you a rocket backpack like he's wearing. See? There you go. That'll actually allow it, so when you're doing the battle, you can come over here, you'd be able to go into your bag. You would click that to put it on, which, there we go. And then you could literally blast to the other side. I'm not going to do that, I just wanted to show you. So he's in charge of killing, what's her name?
The ship.
The ship? Yeah, but there's... Oh, I'm confusing this with Dragon Soul, I'm sorry. There's 2 ships, so it happens. So we take off. I'm going to be killing the things that land on the ship, which not really going to matter because this one does the damage that he's capable of outputting, and the damage he uses from that. Oh, that's right. You told me to do that last time. Normally I kill the ship stuff, but now it's just this. So we're going to sit here. As he shoots his balls everywhere. I don't think we'd have to worry anyway. It's not like it's going to be hard. Did you laugh?
No.
Okay.
Well, I did hit the ship for over 1 million points of damage.
Yeah, I know, right? The number crunch is a funny thing. Okay, so we're doing... There we go. We won. It's supposed to be harder. Normally you would go back and forth. What the? You guys lost. Catch up. They haven't realized that they lost yet. So give them a minute. They'll figure it out. That was weird. Okay. Bye, ship. Anyway, it normally takes longer at level, clearly. I don't know how many times people wiped on this damn ship. But, so, yeah, you would shoot at the other ship. You're trying to kill it before it kills you, yada yada. And then the melee would stay over here, trying to kill the adds that came on the ship. All that great goo. Anyway, so now we go for one of the longest monologues in the game, other than Arthas in the Calling of Stratholme. That is the Calling of Stratholme, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he diatribes. Oh my god, does he diatribe. And I was grinding toons through there for a while, because I got on this big kick of wanting to get one of every class leveled up. And so I kept being stuck in the Calling of Stratholme, and I kept being stuck with that long diatribe. It was horrible, I hated it, and I don't want to just kick him in the shin. I would say the balls, but I don't do that, because if you don't have them, you have no right to kick them there. But so, I can't do it. I'm okay with reading one thing, like, once, but it goes on so long. And this dude here, he is damn as close as Arthas was to that long monologue. So we'll stand here, and we'll let him jabberjaw at them. I remember when I did this at level, though, they were like, no, just stand on the side, and don't hit him first, let the tank do it. And whenever the blood beasts show up, kill him as fast as you can, and all this stuff. Now I just wait till he stops, like, extolling over everything, and then I just start beating him in the face. Was it Festergut? When you accidentally, like, misclicked?
Yeah, that was, I think it was Festergut, or either that or it was Rotface.
We were doing one of the bosses in here back in the day at level. One of the few times that the guild leader let us both go at the same time, because he didn't like Ty and I was a girl, so just no. But we were doing Festergut, or what was the other one again? Rotface. Such lovely names. And we were all standing there. David, God bless David, was telling us for the 100th time exactly how to do the fight. Like, we couldn't remember. Everyone's going through their checks, you know. Do you have Serpent off and all this stuff? And is he ready to be hit? Do I get to hit him? Yeah.
No.
Aw. That was just not right. There we go. Okay, so we were all waiting and everything, and we're like, yeah, no, we're good, we know what we're doing. So he's like, okay, and he said okay, but he didn't say let's go yet. And Ty on his mage just went, pew! he did an auto attack. It wasn't an auto attack, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was my wand. I wanded.
He wanded. He didn't even, like, do an attack. He just kind of, like, flicked his wrist in its general vicinity. And we hear over a bit, oh my god, I'm so fucking sorry! And everyone's like, what the fuck just happened? Halfway through saying it, half of us were dead. It was just so bad. Because nobody was ready. We were just waiting to be told to go, and he just like, pew. The trials and tribulations of playing with Ty. Me, I just wander my happy ass everywhere and get into trouble that way. These were such a big deal back in the day, these marks of sanctification. It's what you had to do to get your tier gear, and now it just doesn't matter. What does that one look like? Have I seen it before? That's not bad. I mean, for what it is. Boop. There you go. Okay, so in this one, you're supposed to avoid those, by the way, but we're not going to because it doesn't really hurt us at this point. So you just wait and not walk through it. If you're really wanting to, you can put on a bubble. One side is Festergut, the other one is Rotface. I can't remember. Oh, I don't even want to explain Festergut's fight.
It's pretty gross.
It's so gross. He makes you puke. Like, it's so unsavory. Ty can type it if he wants to, but I'm not going to discuss it. I'll discuss most anything sexually, because I'm apparently broken that way, but I don't talk about bathroom things. That's private. So I'm just not gonna But, yeah, these are unholy, or blighted abominations, I'm sorry. I have a wee abomination. It's a teeny weeny little one of those as a pet. Shit's ridiculous. Just, why would you want to fight that? Oh, snap. Let's do a quest. Okay, so you just clear everything as you go, because at level this is a pain in the ass, but right now it just saves you time from having to like cast as you go. Oh, you moved it. I wasted it. I honestly, anything level 70 and up as far as potions, I do take for my guild. That way if people are running raids or dungeons at level, trying to level up to get to 100, they have something to go in with. They don't have to go in blind. And I always have tons of mats, because you never know who's going to want to level profession. And that gets expensive if you're trying to do like older content recipes, and you've only got a whole bunch of like current things like sumptuous cloth. He's big. I read a book recently, and I just gotta say, well, not that it's rare me reading a book, but this particular book I really liked, Ready Player One, and in it they have a World of Warcraft part in it, and it's this massively immersive gaming world, this oasis. So it's like you're actually in it. You can feel things tactilely, and they even have it so if you really want to go like really get crazy, you can smell the things in there, which I don't think would be a good idea. But I think this would be an insane game to play that way. I mean, I can't say that I wouldn't want to, honestly. It would be horrible for me in certain areas, but it doesn't sound terrible. But it would just be so crazy to actually go in. I think LARPers would just die of, like, joygasm on the spot. They're like, oh my god, it's so wonderful. You know, so. No, because you... Well, no, it's okay, that's fair. Because in that book, if your avatar died, your avatar was dead. Okay, here's good old Rotface. You can see how lovely he is, so he, like, lives up to his name anyway. What did this one do as a fight? I don't think him being an ugly motherfucker was his fight, though. That's just an unfortunate side effect of his face.
As I recall, goo drops onto the floor and slowly covers up the entire floor.
Oh, that's right. Isn't that the one where you get the achievement about flu?
I don't know.
Having a flu shot.
One?
Yeah. Ew. This fight is so gnarly. I really gotta get my runes fixed. Okay, so right now we'd be like, okay, kite him away from the goo. Kite him away from the goo. But yeah, it's not an issue right now.
It's called trauma.
Right? This is dramatic. Oh, did you get the lever? Click the lever. Where is it?
It's over here.
Oh, is it? The other one I'm thinking about's on the other side. I can't decide if we're going to do half of it, record half of it now and do half later for you guys, or if we're just going to barrel through and do the whole thing. Because, I mean, you could tell it doesn't take as long to do this because of the level difference. Why'd you go squeaky squeaky? Because the lever?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I have a pet of that. Stitches.
This one's called Stinky.
Yeah,
The
well.
other one was Precious.
Precious. Oh, I was like, who in the hell? I just killed it. Where? Now, as anyone knows, if you do have the stitched pup as a pet, it has that delightful side effect of whenever it dies, it stands back up and has one free turn before it dies. Why am I being slowed? What the hell is going on? Oh, yeah, these guys. Half the time they don't manage to actually hit us when they're trying to, so then nothing happens. I'm making sure to pick up all the frost weave because I have a tailor and so does Ty. Okay, this is Festigut. This is the one that Ty went pew at. We were all standing around the side, like trying to be all scared and hiding. I'm gonna pop our meat because I can.
It was terrible.
Yeah, he screamed and he yelled. And he's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry!" And it was away. We were all so dead. Okay, so I believe what happens then, if you're doing this at level, I haven't done it in so long, you come in, he makes you all sick, see the sicky thing up there? And then you would run to the sidebar and you would retch. And if you didn't do that, then you would make everyone else around you sick, if I remember right. I'm sure that people are going to comment or correct me, because I'm, like, adulterating the hell out of this, but it's basically what happens. And I'm really getting my rune fixed. It's going to be like my mantra. Okay, so he's dead. Don't those sound delightful? Horrific flesh, epaulets, plague scientist boots, might of blight. So delightful. Just the swankiest of garb you could hear. Swanky, swanky. Did you click the lever? I got it.
No, okay.
You have to click one in each of these rooms. If you don't, then the doorway won't open later on and you're kind of stuck here. Doopy doopy doo. Doop 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 doop. So, I don't know if other people actually go back and do old content. I know that whenever I had my guild open, I've closed it recently, and I'm going to open it again. I've been busy with work. That I would do it for fun, because a lot of people haven't seen this content because they started after it, or it's good for nostalgia's sake. What are you doing? He's standing still and typing. But I think that it should be like a thing that a lot of people do. I mean, if you're going to play this game, it's not just about the loot that you get, it's about the story. Blizz goes into great detail with these stories, and the fights are entertaining as all hell. Okay, so what he said, I don't know if you can read it, because it might be blurry on YouTube when I post it. With that fight, if you don't spread the spore cloud, that thing that popped up over our heads, the raid wipes because that reduces the amount of damage that comes in from the orange gas. Reduces? You mean, like, makes bigger?
No, reduces, as in, like, you become inoculated to the orange gas.
Oh, so the orange gas is healing you.
No, the orange gas is killing you, and when you get the little spores over your head, that, when it explodes, reduces the amount of damage you're going to take from that gas.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Which is how you got that one achievement. I'll link it.
Yeah, we got tons of achievements when we came through and did it on the first time. Because this is level 25 heroic. So we had done 10-man and 10-man heroic. We kind of skipped doing regular 25. I'm not sure why we did that, but we did. But it was nice. We went up like 1,000 achievement points in one evening. I like this guy. He's random as all hell. Professor Putricide. He seriously, like, he's all Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde about it. Though I don't think he has the Dr. Jekyll part. He's just Mr. Hyde. Now I don't actually need my army, but I've left my army, so it looks like all the different types of ghouls and stuff, and I like it. So they just gotta pop out anyway. Then I'm also, for those people who actually raid with me, I have it glyphed so they don't draw any threat. I did that back whenever they first made the glyph that makes that possible, because I didn't want to. I'm designed to not draw threat. So if there comes a time whenever you're in a raid with me, and you're like, grab threat, I'm sorry, Sweet Cheeks, that shit ain't gonna happen, because I can try, but I'm not gonna succeed. It's just not in my forte. Everything I have is literally leveled toward not being able to get threat no matter what I do. The only chance I'd have at doing it is my strangulate. And even then, if I strangulate, I generally asphyxiate after, so I drop threat just by, hitting it. I'm trying to think about going to the 2 one-handers because of my rune problem with haste. But if I do, honestly, I'm going to make sure I've got transmog for it first, because I'm kind of vain about my character. The first thing I brought to work whenever I set up my desk was my figure print. I have one of Fairy Fallen, her, my main, from whenever she was in Wrath. So the gear's all like crazy looking because it's before transmogging was a thing. What really bothered me about it is like 3 days after I ordered my figure print, I finally got the Keldalar, which I would have really preferred to be on it instead of the one that I do have on it. But eventually, because I know they're talking about getting another freaking 50 levels before they call the game possibly over, so 150. I'm getting another figure print of her, just like the beginning of the journey and then the end. But that's not that time yet. Which one is this one?
Blood Quarter.
Oh, the Blood Quarter, that's right. So, if you have problems navigating, you can always just map, and then you can see. You'll be able to tell where all the bosses are by the skeletons. Certain ones you have to go in order, but for the most part, it's, first come, first serve. Now, there is one in here. No, I'm good. I don't need Jeeves. They're not really hitting me enough for me to need Jeeves. Thank you, though.
Seller. Like backspace?
Oh, no, I cleared out a lot. I've still got 36 slots. He's talking about because I normally have like half a bag available. What was I saying? I don't remember anymore.
You were saying...
Oh, there's one boss in here that I won't be able to do. I know that sounds stupid, but we figured it out. We can't do it on our own. because you have to heal this dragon all the way up. And it was so ridiculous. We got down to us throwing band-aids on it as fast as we could, because that's the kind of healing we could do, was band-aid it. So we're trying to band-aid this raid boss while it's being attacked by all these other things. So one of us was running around attacking it. Well, I mean, like, clearing the ads off of it. While the other one was sitting there seriously trying to just band-aid this poor bastard. He actually managed to stun me. That's wild. So what I did before we started this time, since we're recording it, is I took my chamois and I left her on the front steps of the raid. So when we get to that dragon part, I'm going to just log from one to the other so I can heal it. Oh, yeah, this one, okay. Okay. So, as you've noticed as we've gone, there's been quite a bit of mats that drop. You'll get the occasional purple thing that's still valuable, such as recipes, things like that. Because even if you don't need it, like, for the actual stats, a lot of people pay top billing for ones like the harder to get recipes for transmog. And then also, you get a lot of gear that you can transmog yourself in here. I got a really nice, I had the sword. Well, it was, right? Lich King's sword that I got that one time in here?
Cross one? No.
No. It looked very much like it. Because now they've got the Heart Legion one, which looks similar. But that's at level 100. The reason we do this one is because the mount that drops at the end.
The Seducer.
I know, right? I wanted to click on it because of the name. That's not bad for a fist weapon. That's more, like,
it looks very vulgar.
Shaman and monks and such. You were so far up there, did you blink, or I just took a while to go? Oh, Waldo, he is such a pervy bastard, though, isn't he? He's all, you know, like, shuttlecocked out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's funny, as we've been doing, well, I was doing, because I was doing raiding with blah, 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 blah. I was doing raiding with Leashes 3, so I was trying to get the pets that they put in some of the older raid content, so such as the,
Spider.
You're a spider. Well, you be spidery. So I was doing, the Sunwell to get the pets, and in it, they have, a whole bunch of harem girls. That is there, right? The Sunwell is where you... No, that's not where Illidan is. Where is Illidan?
Black Temple.
Oh, Black Temple, I'm sorry. I did them all in a row, which was my problem. So in Black Temple, Illidan's in there. I had a Funko Pop figure of him for a while. You were not prepared. And there's seriously like 3 floors of harem girls. So Ty was just walking along, and he kept being attacked by all these like harem girls, and he didn't even notice them because they were just sitting there lounging on pillows. And it comes to a point where I know every guy has that secret, like, hope of just, like, getting multiple girls at once, which is awesome, fantastic. Rock on, if you gotta rock on. But if you think about it, that would really suck a good portion of the time. Like, you may have one really bangarang night a couple times a month, but the rest of the time you're gonna have a whole bunch of really pissed off, horny women who aren't getting any. And there's going to be one period of time during the month when you're just going to want to, like, hide under a blanket and not come out. Because you're going to have a lot of bitchy women all at once. So that may sound all good in theory, guys, but be really careful about what you wish for. You're taking a lot of damage. What the hell are you doing back there?
I don't know.
Because there's a quarter of your health missing, and that should not be happening to you.
I was half dead not long ago.
Are you, like, naked and wiggling your ass at her or something?
No.
Why were you almost dead earlier?
I don't know.
Stab it.
I'm not certain. I think it's because of that thing that
The thing?
damage if we're too far away.
Oh, yeah. The one like they do in Firelands?
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it.
There's a boss in Firelands which apparently does the same thing here. If you take too much damage, I mean, if you're too far apart from the person that you're connected to, then you'll take a lot more damage. I love that thing. I can only use it once, like, every hour, but it's so handy. Straight, left, or right? I can't remember. Right?
Hang a left, and then we're going to need to get your chamois after a bit.
Okay, so I'm going to head down here, and then I'm going to get my chamois.
I'll continue clearing.
We're making good time. There's not that many bosses left after the dragon, is there?
2.
2? So that's not bad. We can do that all in one video. Okay, so all these poor silly fuckers, they're like, they've been enslaved this whole time. They're like, we'd rather die than be enslaved, blah, 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 blah. And then they stand back there and we kill everybody, so nobody has to die, so they're just being overly dramatic. Death, death, death. What is he even doing back there? He's pointed at the glass, or the fire. He wasn't even pointed our way. Chase me! Chase me! I personally I like that I can just run in here and act like a complete half-ass because of how hard I worked at level to be able to get through here without dying. Because this is just kills roughly 36 people. Well, okay, what I mean by nobody has to die is I mean they don't have to die. These bitches got to die. But they're the bad guys, they signed up for that. So that's like line 2 in any good Goon Squad contract. If you're going to go to work for the Joker, you have to know you're going to die in the most ridiculous fashion imaginable. Or, Lich King, whatever. I want that pet. There's apparently a pet of this, the Valkyrie. It's not here, it's just out somewhere. Damn it, I can't. Stop reviving, folks, and just get your feathered ass down here. Land, thank you. I have to admit, the one thing I liked about this game called Aeon was the fact you could fly around. Oh, the Storm Peaks is where that pet is. Okay, so I'm going to stop. I'm not going to stop, but I'm going to leave my poor little DK there. So bear with me 1 second. Well, bear with me 20 seconds. So, yeah. I think it's silly how she sits down because she's like, in this place, it's huge. It's got to take a good week just to walk around it at their size. And there's things that want to eat her that are like 30 times bigger than her. She's like, I'm just going to sit here. I got my kitty. I'm good. Not like kitty, but kitty cat. Okay, so then I got to grab my chamois. Hopefully it doesn't do anything weird to the feed because I'm swapping. Okay, right, there we go. Now, I had flown her here earlier, so the only thing I have to wait for is me to actually get there. Like, going from the front of the instance all the way up. Normally, I don't think about it, and I have to actually hearth her to Orgrimmar from my garrison, then I go to the Dark Portal from the Blasted Lands, and then I get to Dalaran. It's just this whole thing. So this will save time. Assuming I load quickly. See? There's Lich King.
Unquote.
You're quote unquote. You are quote unquote. Oh. Okay, so I'm on my bat, which seems horribly just misthought because pandas should not be allowed to ride on bats. Okay. There we go. I don't know how many times I spent hours outside this place waiting for us to all get there. Because we'd have to all fly there, and not everyone had flying mounts, and then not everyone knew how to get here. Now, I've done this on regular Tin Man on my DK this fight, but I've never done the 25 heroic because I always have to leave her there, and she's logged out, so she didn't get any credit for it. It's the last one, yeah?
Correct.
Okay. This will save time because we have the portal straight to it, so I won't have to go through all that.
And then go to my right there. No. There you go. Turn right.
Sorry, I got turned around.
Now turn right.
I wish I could mount in here. It'd save so much time. I mean, I know I'm a puppy, but that's not exactly the type of mounting I meant. I like my stunted shard horn. I need to rename him, though, because I don't like his name. Do you think they'll notice me? Well, okay, that guy's probably gonna die. These are the ones that the one chick revived, and we haven't gone back this way to kill yet. Akidon? Encourage. No. You mean when they do the time warp?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I won't be
I'm going to. I plan on doing all of them. What they're going to do with the time warp or whatever it's called is it's going to go for St. Jude's. They're going to be doing contests for each weekend. You get points for doing them. Where are you? What are you doing?
I went and killed those guys.
Oh, he went and killed those guys. Whoever gets the top spot gets free tickets to BlizzCon, and then they have different prizes for the other people, like free collector's edition of the game, stuff of that nature. So what he's going to do is he's going to go kill the liches and the things that are killing it. I'm going to go over and heal it. You can get an achievement, which we haven't gotten yet, if you go in each of the 10 portals that this thing's going to open. But we didn't wait around to do it, so I'm just going to heal it real fast. Then I'll get back on my DK. Is there 2 bosses after this, or just 1 after this one?
It's 2 after this one.
I don't know why I'm using that. That's to heal everybody. We don't need to chain heal anything. So, healy. This is not hard, because he's taking care of everything. I'm just literally healing it. I don't use Healbot, and you could tell I don't use Healbot if you're looking. So it's entertaining for me when I'm in a raid, but just healing standard is so boring. I have healers, not because I'm a girl and that's what girls do, but because I just don't have patience for the queues otherwise. Because if you're trying to run 2 DPS, it takes forever. And I have... Why am I turning? I don't care about her thing. I have... Oh, can you boot me? I didn't think to do it.
Yep.
Thank you. I have a couple of tanks. I can tank. I'm not a bad tank. I just don't like it. People bitch. Even if you're the most fantastic tank in the world. I've been in groups with, like, these amazing tanks that just, like, make it all look super simple. And they get bitched at the whole way because people want them to go faster or they get upset about something. It's ridiculous. There's no point for it. So I tank when I have to, or when it's required, but I prefer to honestly DPS. Ty says I'm better at healing because I anticipate what's going to happen so I can fix it before it goes wrong, which is great and all, and I understand that's a compliment, but Jesus. I want to go slap things in the face with my sword. I don't want to make sure people in the back who are pew-pewing the things they shouldn't have been aren't getting hurt. Okay, so we're on our way to whichever boss is next. I can't remember. Who is it? Oh, Cindergrosa. Why do I always forget Cindergrosa? Every time we're in here, I'm like, who is it? So Cindergrosa, and then we go do the Lich King. Lich King won't take long. His is at least funny. He sort of diatribes, but not long. His is basically, we have to, ooh. Remember when we fell down there that time? Well, because you've got slow fall, you anchor.
It didn't go off.
Oh. Well, then you're just, this is why you fall off of boats. But I like the Lich King. I mean, Arthas, I do. Well, I like him when he's all icy. I don't like him just as him. Have you really died like 1,600 times?
Yeah.
Wait, where do you see that? I want to see how many times I've died.
Oh, sorry.
Total deaths, 2,213. I was about to say, I've died more than you.
A lot.
Well, half the time it's your fault.
Not anymore.
Mister, I can't remember to put a flight path out in Shadow Moon. So he kept having to run across the whole damn thing, and I had the flight path. I didn't need to run across it, but...
You didn't need to run across it.
No, but you were like, no, we can drive there. The only reason you don't make me ride with you anymore is because I kept dying. He would pull everything with the sidecar of our motorcycle, with me in it, and that stuff, it hits pretty hard at level, I'm not going to lie. So I'd be out there fighting like 6, 7 things, and then I'd eventually die. He got tired of me dying, and he felt bad, so now I get to fly, and he has to drive. Because he refuses to remember flight paths, because he's a mage. Mages don't need any of that. That's why he doesn't have a Hearthstone. He literally sold it to some nubby guy back in the day, which is horrible. He's like, yeah, no, then you can only Hearth twice. You can't Hearth twice. All it does is you burn 2 stones at once. It's pointless. He got all carried away with the fact he didn't need to use his Hearthstone since he's a walking portal. Fuck it. I'm just gonna AoE there. don't know even who's hitting me anymore. Okay, so big room of bugs. Spiders, whatever. There you go. You have to kill a certain number of them, and then that'll open up. Seriously? At the time, it was horrible, though. Okay. It's still coming. They're tenacious little bastards. Yeah. But these were... I know we're making them look really... I'll get the left side. Making them look really, like, simple and dumbed down and all that. They're not. They were so impressive back in the day. I'm kind of bothered with how easy it is now. But, I mean, we're 20 levels up. We've got raid-ready gear, so there's not really a danger here. But the mechanics used to matter in these fights, and they forgot that for a long time. But I think with the release of Warlords of Draenor, they're trying to get back to that. That's why they even said that they're not planning on bringing back flying. Like, you can do it in the older content, because everyone has flying mounts, and they had it. But they're not going to allow it to be continued. They're going to make it where you actually have to ride to it, or walk to it. Because so much was getting lost. People would fly, go straight to their little question mark, or their quest, and then they would fly to the other spot, and it was just honey-do. There was no exploration anymore. So, while I may complain about the fact of it takes so long to walk anywhere, I mean, look at the size of this place. That would take forever. You need to stop for like a V8. I could still respect why they're doing it. I don't want it to get so dumbed down that only dirty casuals play this game. I want it to be something that you can know you're accomplished at doing, not just running through and slapping things about the face and you win. Something more than face rolling should be required to play this game. Talking to you, hunters. And I say that, you know, with a smile because I'm a hunter too. But I still am aware that you can face roll and still accomplish it. Same with DKs. I just happen to use a lot more buttons, as you can see, as evidenced by my bars. I have normally a button for anything that may happen. I don't know why I keep picking these up, because I'm not, like, gonna use them. I just seriously sell them. Yep, there you go. Okay, now we're on our way to Lich King. And get through the dragon body. Pardon me, Cindergosa. Okay. Can you imagine how long it would take to do anything if you were actually in this place, though? I mean, Jesus. This is why segways should have been invented back then for them, if, you know, this was a thing. Because they'd be so tired by the time they got to the first boss, they wouldn't have the energy to actually fight it. They'd be like, no, you're good. Just give me a second. I'll be there as soon as I catch my breath. Oh, fuck you, leave me on the grrr. Excuse me. Can I get a ride? Oh, I hit my side buttons on my razor. It's got hot maps for the two of my attacks on my side buttons. I didn't go all crazy and get the Naga because that's too many buttons. I would be... Oh, Jesus! I wasn't paying attention. I was all looking down. I wasn't looking at the computer. I was looking at my mouse. I had the Death Adder. Damn it! Laughing at me, snarky. I will give you a reverse mohawk on your beard. I swear to God, when you're asleep, just meow. Bring it back. I'm looking now. Thank you. Are you laying down? Mm-hmm. You decided to take a nap. That's how I look when I die. I got off. Oh, okay. I thought Cinder Kitten fell. I was like, pause, McSteamy. I like the other outfit you were wearing, the one that was all Firelandsy.
Wait a second.
Did you take us the wrong way? No, this is...
Oh, no,
this is right. Why is it so big? He legitimately said, wait a minute. That guy's just like grooving. Look at him. He's boogieing. Okay. He's got the fever. Let me get rid of that. It's too much writing. Okay, so back in the day, Arthas was just the biggest son of a bitch to have to deal with. And he's got this amazing mount, Invincible. It's a flying mount, and it's beautiful. I want it so badly. We keep coming in here. Of course, it's not dropping. It's not going to drop tonight. It's not going to drop. It's like a 0.00 fuck you amount of chance to drop. And Ty's not right. I mean, not wrong. He's right. He's a pretentious son of a bitch. But by the time we got here at level, I mean, pulses were pounding, heart rate was definitely elevated, you were all tense, your hand was clammy from so long gripping the mouse, and you were at the edge of your seat just ready to fight him, and you knew that if you did it just right, you wouldn't wipe, and of course you'd wipe. You would wipe, it would happen. And then you'd all come back up, and you're starting to get all grumpy because it's been like 2-3 hours in here trying to get your way to him. Yeah, Nerd Rage was definitely intensifying. So by the time you actually got in here, if you did it, you felt like a pixel god for a week. And then you would get your title, of course. Where is it? The Kingslayer? It is Kingslayer, right? That one?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't I have Kingslayer? Oh, there it is. I was like, I swear to God, I have it. I did it. Okay. Yeah, no, and then he's like, wait, I can't do anything. And he really couldn't do anything. So I have to be careful. I can't kill him too fast or we'll die. The first time we started doing this, we did just that. We killed him way too fast, and then we all went and died at the same time with no idea what had happened. He had to, like, WoW hit it. I'm not really sure how effective my attacks would be on him against him anyway, because they're all frost. Did he go your way?
Yeah, he's with me.
Okay. Now, the last time we came in here... That's a big fucker. We got pushed backwards because he does this knockback, and Ty seriously flew off and died.
That's how you can tell you killed him too fast.
Yeah.
You can just go all out on him now.
You sure?
Yes, because that remorseless winter he did was the thing that would cause it.
Oh, okay. You're okay that you didn't fly off?
Yeah.
Okay, so he does remorseless winter like I do it. And if you're doing it too fast, it has this thing that'll knock you backwards really far. And Ty was closer to the edge than I was, so he literally went over. I almost did. I barely stayed on. So it's one way you can die here and not feel too bad about it because it means you're doing a good job. It's when he kills you because you just aren't capable of bringing him down that there's an issue. Okay, now, how it goes here is you get him to a certain point, and he's just like, well, fuck you, that's why, and he tries to turn you into one of his disciples, rather than just, like, let you get away with beating him. I'm going to heal first, because he does damage throughout it. Now, if you see all the red on the side, he's seriously talking while you're still sitting here hitting him. I'm hitting him for 1,000,000 each one, but he's already under it, so it doesn't matter. So now my giant coup de grace, if you're ready for it, I'm going to dance. So this is the Lich King. He's a grumpy bastard. I think it's because of how heavy he has to be. Could be hard getting out of bed and walking around with that armor on.
I mean, he's still slapping.
I'm just dancing with him at this point. There. Whack. 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 But yeah, so he monologues, which he's earned the right. He was like the boss at the end of the expansion, and now he's trying to make us into his followers. So we're doing the cha-cha. I healed because this does do a bit of damage, like 92k and stuff like that. Which, I mean, I've got 235,000 health points, so I'm not that worried about it, but it's just, why not? Why not? Try not to risk it. So home dude back there, my lord, Tryon Fordring, is stuck in ice, just kind of chilling out, pun intended. And so he's trying to get the last little oomph to... Really? Are you crit meleeed? Get the last little oomph to get out and then help us out. I think it looks like it's groovy looking. I mean, look at all the fancy 70s disco lights going on. And he's like, impossible! How did you beat me? And it's right there! I could totally pick up that sword. Look at it.
It's broken.
I don't care. I've got super glue. I'll fix it.
I think it would take more than fucking super glue.
I would super glue it. It'd be okay.
Oh man, that sword.
Is it a one-hander? No, it's a crossbow.
No.
No, damn it. Jesus. Sorry, that was loud. Okay. What sword? I didn't see it. That's a crossbow.
Blood surge, tell him is on its way.
Oh, there it is. Did I already have that one? Ooh, that's party. So, if you ever want to look at it, you can always control click it, and then you can look at it. Okay, so that was ICC. It's, of course, way harder at level, and I'm sure it'll be something that little fanboys will weep to their mummies about over their Hot Pockets at lunch whenever they get to do the time warp and actually go back and try to do it as though you're at that level. We will probably do more like this in future, because like I said, there's like 4 or 5 raids we do each week or every other week, and we have fun with them. So, as always, I'm Amber, that was Ty, and if you like it, like it. If you want to share it and subscribe, always happy to have you, and if you do comment, I will make sure that we say something back. It may not always be factual, but I promise it'll always be entertaining. Anyway, have a great night, and thank you so much for joining us.